What is going on, Raiders? Soda Dragon here. Welcome, and I hope you guys are doing well. So what have I got for you guys today? Well, we're going to talk about an alternate way to make silver without using any energy. So here's the thing, guys. With my tips and strategies, I don't know what you know. So a lot of you guys may know what I'm going to say, but some of you may not. So hopefully it benefits at least a good amount of you. And even if you've heard what I'm going to talk about, maybe you haven't seen it illustrated. Maybe you haven't tried it. Someone had just said it. So I think it's nice when I actually show you how good something works, maybe how efficient it is, even if you heard it before and actually haven't tried it yet. So guys, what I'm going to show you is the fastest way to get silver. That's what's pretty cool about it. If you need silver in a pinch, like right now, this is the fastest way for you to get silver. Now, is it an unlimited way to make silver? No, there's no such thing in this game. We got the gem mine. I guess if you want to count that and you make that into silver, but I'm not counting that. So barring that, there's no unlimited way to make silver in this game. You're always trading off one resource for another. So obviously if you're farming spiders, then yeah, you're trading off the resource of energy for silver if you sell those accessories, right? So you're always trading off something. So what are we trading off today to get our silver? Well, we're trading off materials in the forge. So what we want to try to avoid is forging artifacts that require hard to obtain materials, like the Swift Parry set right here with this core hammer. It's very hard to obtain. So we wouldn't create Swift Parry artifacts for the purpose of selling it. That's not smart because of how hard the materials are to come by. Now, if we happen to forge Swift Parry pieces and they aren't good, of course we're going to sell it, right? But we don't forge them for the purpose of selling because those materials are so hard to come by. And by the way, guys, did you know that your forged materials have a limit? They are not unlimited. Their limit is 1,000. So if you're there or close to there, you need to start making some artifacts either to use, put on your champs, or to sell, because past that 1,000 limit, you just won't accrue anymore. It'll just be wasted. So guys, in my opinion, a good artifact set to forge and sell that doesn't have really hard to acquire materials is going to be your resilience set. So how do you get materials for your resilience set? Well, all you need to do is faction wars. That is it. Now, some of you guys might say, well, there's another set that has easy to acquire materials that you can forge and sell, and that is the perception set. In fact, you get the materials from the same place. So for me personally, where I'm at in the game, which is end game, perception sets are still used all the time by a lot of end game players, whereas resilience, not so much. So for me, I place a high value on good perception sets, and I rarely, if ever, use resilience sets. Now guys, am I saying resilience is a trash set so you just forge it to sell? No, it's not a trash set. It's a good set, but it's just not an end game set. That's the thing. So if you're early to mid game, yeah, I can really use the resilience sets. But for me personally, where I am at the game, if I need someone to be tanky, to kind of last, to kind of not die, I'd much rather use immortal than resilience. So that's where I am personally at in the game, and I do enough clan boss to get those immortal pieces daily. Now they're not always good, but still I'm getting a pretty steady influx of those immortal pieces. So where I'm at in the game, I really don't use resilience at all. If I ever have an option, I'd much rather use immortal, but that's just for me personally, for my choice for my tanky characters. So for those of you who have heard that yes, you can sell forged artifacts to make silver, for those of you who have heard it but not tried it, here's the thing. You can make silver much faster than any other method by using this method. That is forged artifacts to sell. Much faster than the Spider's Den. So Spider's Den, you might say, well, it's better because you're just using energy and that constantly refills, so you can do it all day if you want. Yes, that's true. You're using a resource that constantly refills, but how long does it take you to make millions? A fair amount of time if you have a good spider team. But we can literally make millions of silver in minutes with the forge. And of course, guys, I'm going to show you. You can make a ridiculous amount of silver in a short time. Now, guys, even though for me, resilience is a forge and sell artifact, for the most part, there are certain kinds of artifacts that you should always keep no matter what. It doesn't matter the type, whether we're talking Swift Parry, Deflection, Resilience, Perception, Affinity Breaker, it doesn't matter. There's certain kinds of artifacts that you should always keep. So what is this keeper piece? It is a crit damage glove with crit rate substat. So the crit damage is the main stat and the crit rate is a substat. So whether or not that's Perception, Affinity Breaker, Swift Parry, Deflection, doesn't matter. Anytime you get that piece, you keep it. So for example, I don't use lifesteal sets that much anymore at all. Pretty much if I get any pieces, they're insta sales. But if I get a crit damage glove with a crit rate substat that is lifesteal, I am keeping it. So for you beginners who wouldn't quite know why you would do this, well, it's because that's how you do damage. You do damage to a crit damage glove and you leave the crit rate to the substats. Now, you're gonna need to get 100% crit rate if you wanna do damage reliably, right? So it's very important that that crit damage glove have crit rate as a substat because we're relying on all the other substats to really make up that 100% crit rate. Anyways, guys, back to making silver with the forge. So now that we can make 10 pieces at a time, it is extremely fast to make millions with the forge. Much faster, even with your fastest Spider 25 team. This is much faster to make silver. So let's go ahead and craft 100 of these resilience pieces. And it's super fast. If my computer will keep up, it's kind of lagging. Yeah, I'm pressing too quick. My supposedly badass computer can't keep up with me. Alright, we're just gonna go one more. I wasn't really keeping count, alright? Maybe you guys were, I wasn't really keeping count. Alright, there you go. Alright guys, I had to go back to make about 30 more to make 100, but now we got 100 resilience pieces that we're gonna sell at least most of them. Guys, check this out. In just a few clicks, with just a few minutes, I made $4 million, over $4 million with those 100 resilience pieces. This is what I'm saying. Within a few minutes, much faster than even your fastest spider team, you could be making millions. And of course, yes, I'm gonna sell all of this to get my money. And remember guys, if you're doing your faction wars every single day, then you're getting materials for your resilience set every single day. And guys, don't forget your rare materials too. I think a lot of us endgame players forget we even have them, but yes, you have rare materials here that you can make pieces to sell with. So it's not doing anything else in my vault right now, so why not just craft it and sell it? So guys, let's do the same thing. Let's make 100 of these 3 to 4 star pieces and see how much that gets us. Come on, quick craft. Come on, PC. A lot of lightning. The no lightning is quick. Actually, they're all quick. Never mind. That should be about it. Check out how much you can make even with 3 to 4 star artifacts. And think about how many 3 to 4 star materials you have in your forge just lying there because you forgot about them. Forge them and sell them. Over $1 million bucks there, 1.3 million with only those 3 to 4 star artifacts. Of course I'm gonna sell it. Give me my money. Alright guys, that was my strategy on how to make the most silver in the shortest amount of time possible. Literally, you can make millions in minutes, much faster than farming the spider's den. Remember, there's a limit to how many forge materials you can keep, so forge it and use it, or forge it and sell it. Alright guys, make sure to let me know what you think about the strategy in the comments. Is this the fastest way to make silver? I think it is, but if you know of a faster way that doesn't involve just buying silver in the store, you let me know. So thanks for watching. If you guys haven't yet, like, subscribe, and share. Turn on all notifications. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.